Hi folks, how are you doing? This is sjsrana, Singh Rana, reporting for May 15th and time about 300 hours IST India Standard Time. That's the time where I started this event, and actual time of my recording is at about 410 hours IST, or which is 4:10 a.m. early in the morning. So it is May 15th. So today we're going to cover a lot of topic. I have already covered this topic on May pre-14th, which was on the May 13th evening, but on May 14th, because there was pre-covering, so I've covered under this topic. As you can see, my YouTube video released, and you can see my snapshot on top. I've covered the details topic on a lot of issues, continuing with the Diddy Combs trial, which is a major watch out for the whole globe, and specifically for the females. They must watch how 20 years of relentless, you can say, abuse of females, and you can say excessive indulgence, and then it became abuse for Cassie Ventura and whatnot. But it was excessive indulgence towards sexual pleasures and drug use, abuse, and the point to where females got also forced to use drugs, being close girlfriend to Diddy Combs. So we got to cover that topic and other topics as well. So I'm just giving you the sex trafficking charges on Diddy Combs is currently live, and the whole world is watching. Today on day 3, Cassie Ventura gave the testimony in court that she was forced to use drugs, abused afterwards, and she was forced to get male escorts, and Diddy Combs would basically take pleasure after watching that male escort sexually abuse Cassie Ventura. So the topic I've covered last, I'm not going to go detail, but this is the major topic of abuse. When you see a person start using intoxicants, drugs, then a female cannot assure her safety, because anytime the person is intoxicant by drugs, by cocaine or something like that, or even alcohol, then there are high probability that the female, whether married or unmarried, will be abused. Specifically, I have given details of marital rape in India. Very popular, most popular marital rape in India is when the husband is a liquor drinking husband. Under intoxicants, the husband is going to force mouth sex on India married females. Since marital rape is not counted as under any law, there is no law which is going to protect the lady. So the female keeps getting abused day and day, from first night with profusely bleeding to every day the same story repeats. So what you are seeing is the same story where Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura. She has revealed all her inner details. The dirty laundry is out in courts, and judges and all the juries hearing very carefully every point Cassie is putting on records for the courts. And she has got so much so that the Diddy Combs used to use the freak out videos as a blackmailing tool to keep her silent. So many time we are seeing that when the females are interacting with pervert males or goon males, racist fascist rapists, then these people have a camera secretly stored somewhere, and they record their intimate videos, and thereafter they basically blackmail the females. This theme is very popular in India for last 20 years. Many predators of India, high level predators, have taken secretly recorded videos of females, and then they keep abusing that female lifelong. It's like a sexual slavery. And then they demand that female must get them 2 or 3 more females for their friends or for themselves. If they want to change the relationship, then they must get another female. It's a chain, it's a revolving door. So that's what is very popular in India, folks. Lot of females, about I can say like 200 million females of India, keep silent, and the sex traffickers, pimps, enjoy abusing them, sexual slavery lifelong, because they have obtained or made the secret video, surveillance video of their intimate relationships, having sex with someone or whatnot, maybe themselves. So once they do it, then they keep raping that female for lifelong. That is the same case what you're hearing now. 20 years of abuse. 10 years the relationship was with Diddy Combs of Cassie Ventura. Now she has moved on to another relationship, and she's already having 2 kids out of that relationship. She's bearing 3rd child as well. So while she's pregnant, she's in court So obviously the court is not going to give much more importance to the physical state of the person, but obviously there is a little bit of emotional background that a female who is pregnant and who is having a baby inside of a maybe covering after second trimester or in the third trimester, she will not probably lie to court or to people, because she's well aware that she's carrying another life with her, and she doesn't want, she becomes very soft hearted because she's about to become a mother again. So that's kind of view is there, so we'll see how it pans out. Okay, another major thing is we're covering Trump. Trump has been on tour for 3 days. It's a business tour for the America. It's a collateral relationship or mutual relationship with the Middle East countries, specifically the Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and UAE. So already phenomenal historically. Yesterday, Trump signed the deal of $600 billion investment from Saudi Arabia, Prince. So this 600 billion US dollar deal is really very great for America. It's going to create jobs. They also signed the deal for $142 billion of military exchange, military equipment purchase from America. So that is good, phenomenal, successful story for Trump. Thereafter, he has moved on to Qatar now, where he has already received red carpet welcome, and he's also going to make some deals over here, then move on to UAE. During this trip, he is meeting other leaders like leaders of Syria. Perhaps he's on talks with Iran also, a lot of other leaders of Middle East. So what Trump is trying to do here is trying to weave out or see if he can have some peace deal negotiated, and Iran can come out of nuclear weapon development program. So there's a peace in the region. So that what Trump is trying to achieve. But I tell you, folks, I see things differently from my remote vision and sixth sense. I've already alerted that there seems to be some war brewing up between Israel, Syria, and Iran. It's possible, quite possible in near future. I will tell you date and time ahead of time, because I keep predicting every time what is going to happen. And but what happens is there are a lot of credit takers around my neighborhood, or imposters of India. You can call the scammers of India, who take credit for everything I tell you beforehand, and they start taking the credit, and they visit the people, they hijack the personalities who wants to meet me, and in that way the original personality is left behind, while these imposters, thugs, racist, fascist, rapists, MS-13 type gangsters around my neighborhood keeps getting all the benefit, all the international visa of US, UK, France, Australia, Canada. So these kinds of activity, they're also taking money, cash, lottery, visa, parcel, stuff, shipment. All this has been hijacked. It's under grand larceny, which I've already reported. I'm reporting every time. So you got to be very aware when you try to approach me at over here, which is Real Estate Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. So you got to be very careful. You must be able to contact me first over phone or have a message, so that you are pretty sure that you're talking to me and you're going to meet me. Because my 80%, 90% of my time is reserved for spiritual practice. I really don't get time for 2 or 3 minutes, even 10 minutes to spare outside. It is only because I have 3 cats, so sometimes I have to take cat outside so she gets fresh air. I also get some fresh air sometime. Just like I was venturing out today from 3 a.m. or 300 hours IST on May 15. I was out for almost 30-35 minutes, had my cat troll out, and then also I was out for about 10-15 minutes by myself to just take a troll around my neighborhood street. So as I've reported you, I've given you a lot of glimpse earlier that I've reported to the cops over here, the cops of Jaipur Association, or the Kalwara, which is a district level here, where I've reported to the cops on April 21st, 2024, that people are trespassing into my house. And their burglary, I see burglary is there, theft is there. First I reported to the local Galaxy people, the real estate property where I'm living. So because it's a gated community, I asked them, did you find the thief, or did you know what happened, or do you have CCTV? But they had nothing. I was very surprised. They said, we don't know, we don't have any CCTV, we don't have any coverage where we can give you of that date. So they only had backup of 7 days. I said, what good is that commercial 100 or 200 cameras you have all around the Galaxy Enclave or property, where you don't have backup for at least 2 months or 3 months. Now the burglary is done. if you don't have CCTV, I may have to go report to cops. So after noting down on their daily diary in basically in Galaxy Enclave register, you call it complaint register, I've issued that there was theft, there was burglary. I don't know the exact date because I don't have that CCTV backup. I don't have that backup. I don't know what time they would have done it. So my guess was sometime around Holi on 2024, which was around 10 or 11th of the date, so or 15th around that time. So then afterwards I reported to the cops. Here's the copy. The copy is written by the cop himself, the officer himself, and he has handwritten this complaint. It still in the file of Kalwara police station over here. They have not taken any action. They have not communicated with me afterwards. I visited them twice or thrice, and after that I stopped pursuing because the theft was there. I indicated them trespassing is done on my villa residence over here, and I suspect people are trespassing when I leave for my residence. So they have to be on alert, that they must keep a watch, because I was sure that these items may not be able to get recovered, because anyhow it was my electronic meters or equipments or instruments. It was not of that big deal like big equipment or big theft, but the theft was quite consequential for me, because then I know people are trespassing. So I was surprised. That's why I have to report this cop. And this cop, some officer named Govind, who was in charge at that time in the station, police station. He registered this complaint, and it is handwritten by him. You can see my signature at the bottom, and over there I have mentioned my electric equipments were stolen. Other things which I also had suspicion, I wrote down there, that I suspect that my batteries, or you can say it is called like lithium-ion batteries, they were stolen, and also some other equipment. But basically all the electric equipments which are mentioned here, like meters, measuring instruments, were stolen. I could never see them, and I still know that they are missing from my house. Somebody has trespassed into my house around April month of 2024 year, and they took a lot of stuff from my house. See, I'm a single man person. I get a lot of things which I do keep in reserve. I don't keep a record or inventory, because it's not an office. It's not some warehouse where I have to keep an inventory. So I use these equipments like electronic meters, DC meters, when I need it in my projects. So otherwise I keep it at a safe so that I can access them when I need them. So anyways, this is a copy. You can see I'm sharing with you that I've reported to cops on April 21st, 2024, that people are trespassing into my house. So that's also a danger sign, that because if people are trespassing, then a lot of untoward incidents can happen. So I had reported to the cops, and also after that, as a precautionary measure, I installed digital locks in the main gates. They are like digitally secured, and they give me alerts anytime the gate is accessed. So folks, these improvisions I did for my house, and also had more locks and latches. I installed more cameras covering every area zone of my house internally. Externally, I'm not that worried, because there's nothing much to be stolen from outside. If you can see car in my front yard can be stolen, then obviously it's a big deal. The moving car cannot be skipped by the cameras or other events. But the minor items, these people were stealing, trespassing into my house. I know from 2023 lot of trespassing was going on. Only spiritual sense would tell me, not otherwise. That's why I keep telling you folks, my spiritual sense is highly activated. I come to know when India government, deep state terrorism is using EM weapons on me. I've been reporting to you every time on my email that they are using electromagnetic weapons on me, which is military grade EM weapons in civilian zone on civilians. So why the military grade weapons are being used? That's the question I raised to India government. They never replied, but yeah, after reporting, they got highlighted. They turned off that EM weapon. So these tactics were done, and you don't call it a terrorism. What else will you call that? So folks, lot of things are there which have to be unearthed, which have to be seen in reality, so that you can understand exactly what's the real deal here, what's going beneath the surface. So I keep reporting that you can see me over here. Time is about 3 a.m. in the morning of May 15th. You can see on CCTV log that it's about 300 hours early morning. So I could spend some time, about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and I was seeing what kind of reaction I will get. So I share all these clippings that you are aware that I am seen, I am visible, but those devils run away. The rapist devils, the grand larceny people, they always run away. They always run away. So that is what I'm trying to prove you every time. And the point of releasing these videos are just to make sure that international community is not befooled by the monkey business of India over here, running since 2023 of grand larceny, thug, dacoity, scamming, impersonation, gang raping, gang stalking females, and gang raping them, raping of minor girls. As I sense from my spiritual sense, I have no idea, no clue. As I keep telling you that people trespass into my house, so I have that spiritual sense suspicion on August 14, 2024, while I was out dining out, just by myself and doing some important grocery. Somebody had trespassed into my house on August 14th, 2024. And I was very surprised when I came back. I saw my CCTV from that 3 or 4 hour of window was missing. Actually, someone turned off, or there was a problem in the electricity. I don't know. It was not there. When I came back home, I saw it working. So that's the reason I'm telling you, people, and I'm reporting to cops. People are trespassing around my house, into my house, maybe at rooftop. So if you see, except me, you have my signature, my aura. If anybody else is there, that is 100% a thug, rapist, racist, fascist, devil, MS-13 type gangsters on my rooftop. It is me alone, because as you can always see, I'm never seen with people around over here. Because I keep telling you, every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, and sjsrana, the original personality Surendra Singh Rana. As you can see me around over here, having some fresh air, Mother Nature closeness at early morning hours, which is 300 hours IST, India Standard Time, May 15. So folks, all these details I've already given you in my past videos. You can see the coverage. I may play that voice again, or that I may insert it over here, just so that you are aware. But basically, I'm not going to do much of coverage apart from what already covered. I've given you all the details. Horse sex trafficking was very prevalent since 2023, and the gangsters, racist faces gangsters, racist, which hate Christianity, which hate the Sikh faith or the Khalsa faith people, and perhaps the Muslim people over here, were like MS-13 gangsters over here since 2023. And I don't know, because no communication has been passed ever. No communication has passed to me. If someone has come to meet me, or there is something, some parcel, some shipment, or some other thing, some where I have to go, or somebody has asked to see me, like some company people or some other wants to meet me, I've never been passed any information, folks. As you can see, I'm trolling around. No one is here, although there are guards sitting around. Guards are always there. The guards of Galaxy Enclave, or other people sitting in the garden over here, and they know me, they watch me, they saw me, I'm on the street, I'm taking a walk, but just like there's no message for me, there's nothing for me. So the guard was sitting at the center stage of the garden on the left side, and he saw me, but he had no message for me, no message, nothing. So I had a troll, I came back. Then obviously I had to take my cat out after doing this troll just by myself, my spiritual sense, what I'm getting around. So I'm just sharing you that part, whatever is going around. So you are well aware, and you are not befooled by some gangsters or MS-13 type people, or perhaps deep state terrorism of India. That, oh, this person is not there, oh, he doesn't reside, oh, he's not there, he doesn't come out, we don't know. So all these monkey business can be put to an end. It's very important. All these things are putting their monkey business to an end. And they have been running this monkey business from 2023, which I have shared with you every time. Okay, folks, I take the leave here. Hi folks, how are you doing? This is sjsrana, Surendrajit Singh Rana. I'm giving you some of my clippings, recent clippings, which is not more than 7-8 months old, almost recent. Only reason I'm sharing all this clipping, all these snaps of mine is so that there is no ambiguity, there is no impersonation or impersonators who are going to basically impersonate as me, as Surendrajit Singh Rana. Whereas giving you some of the glimpse of my front yard of my residence here at Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, and this is Villa 77. As you can see, I'm giving some of the glimpse. It was very good time. I was out tonight on May 13th at about 9:47 p.m., which is 2147 hours IST, India Standard Time. So this is all India Standard Time. As you can see, I'm giving you some of the glimpse of my residence. My name is there on the front door, always seen from at least 10 meters away, 12 meters away. You can see it's written Surendrajit Singh Rana, sjsrana. Just so that there is no ambiguity. And my villa is here, the number is here. These are all just an indication I'm sharing with you that there are people, thugs around. Galaxy Enclave real estate is known for MS-13 type gangsters. They are like sex trafficking people, taking hostage like Epstein, Diddy Combs. Same as pedophile island of Epstein in New York, which is run by Ghislaine Maxwell, the female who would basically procure girls, minor girls, for Epstein sexual desires. So this is same story over here. I've been reporting to cops, to the courts of India, and as well as to the highest authority of India, also to the International Human Rights and Guild, that please be aware that this real estate of Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell type personalities is very popular for raping females, for sex trafficking, for human trafficking, just like Diddy Combs is facing that trial day 2. So before I would delve into this bigger ball game, but let's go to the day 2 live Diddy Combs trial. It's underway right now when I'm speaking. Time over here in India is about 22:30 hours IST, India Standard Time, on May 13th. So it's just like 1 or 1.5 hour more for May 14th to turn over in India. So as you can see, this is the depiction of inside court trial. Diddy Combs can be seen in the middle, turning his head back, perhaps waving to the uh, family members. Many of her daughters and sons are participating. Almost 7 issues he had kids. They are there in the courtroom, as well as mother and the other people from his family. So Cassie Ventura on day 2 has given the vivid graphic description and depiction of how Diddy Combs used to exploit females. While she was her girlfriend, but other girlfriends, he had many other females at the same time. So folks, whenever a person is having many females, or maybe 1 or 2 females at the same time, when the person is living with some other partner, the female, then this is the high time the female should realize and learn that this is time to leave that personality and run away, because this is the sexual perversion in the mindset. Yeah, once you have separation from your girlfriend, at least you need at least, in my opinion, 1.5 to 2 years from that girlfriend which you have, that partner, female, wife, whatever you have separated. Then you can look around the other opportunity after 2 years, if there is no reconciliation, because right now it's pointless to continue any relationship if there is no temper or same temperament. And this is having the effect on the whole world. In fact, in India, the divorce have catch up. They've really caught up, and a lot of people, a lot of families I've seen filing divorce, because they don't see a complete tune-up and they see this is a disarray. So better part of early than to wait for 10, 12 years, have many kids, and then start doing the tussle and ruin the life of the kids. So whenever a female or male is making that decision to part off when they have kids, it's the most disgusting in nature of the separation, unless they find the husband or the female or the wife are having something very malign in nature. Maybe they have a bad company or extramarital relationship, or they are drug abuser like India, liquor drinking husband. They are forcing marital rape on the female's mouth sack mostly. So most of the India liquor drinking husband will be forcing mouth sex on their wife. That's why females of India avoid liquor drinking husband unless they are used to that kind of activities. Only those females will stay in that marriage who are used to that activity, or they perhaps love that activity. So mouth sex they force, and that's marital rape in India. But India government says no, that's not an issue. That's good for Olympics. France Olympics 2024 gold medals. India will be winning a lot of gold medals, they say, if they continue with marital rape of female. And the India liquor drinking husband are forcing mouth sex on females. This is performance stamina strength of India Olympics. Daily played, and India government is distributing gold medals to all the best performers of India. Because India government, the Union of India is the first one to fight a battle against marital rape in Supreme Court. Supreme Court has raised many times this issue several times, but India government is there raising this issue. No, marital rape is cultural value of India, and if female die, because most of the females die with the marital rape within 24 hours of first night of marriage, and they say this is India cultural value. They're learning the playing Olympics game. That's how India is winning gold medals in Olympics with 1.7 billion population. So on this Diddy Combs Day 2, live trial is undergoing right now in the US courts and New York, and we'll see how it pans out. But I've already given prediction even in my last reporting on YouTube on May 13, 2025, that Diddy Combs will be convicted. My idea is, my remote vision says 7 to 10 years of sentencing to Diddy Combs. It'll happen, folks. That's what I'm trying to give predictions to the world. Every time, even before Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted, I gave the conviction that she's getting into jail. Then for Harvey Weinstein, I gave the prediction. For R. Kelly, I gave the prediction. And I gave for many other people whatever is going on ahead of time. Epstein also, I gave the prediction that he's not coming out of the jail. That's what I saw and that's what I said. So all these predictions I gave to the world community so that they pay heed and they try to rectify themselves if they need to, or pay heed to these world events and take their course, the best course they have possible with their realms. So over here, Cassie Ventura has been giving the complete depiction, graphic details, how Diddy Combs used to have multiple females friend, and while having a girlfriend, and then he would abuse the girlfriend or get her abused by getting the male escorts and do all kind of perversion activity for that girlfriend female, while he is using other females, abusing other females concurrently. So whenever there is a concurrent affair, whether it's a female having with male or a male having with females, this is the danger point. It should always be separated. After separation, the female should take decision where she needs to go, and if she has already filed a case in court that I don't need to live with that person, then it's fine. Because once a female give deposition in court, then at least it has become very clear that her mind is very clear that she doesn't want to join that person. Maybe marital rape, maybe that male is having other issues, or they're not syncing together. So a lot of divorce ahead is coming, folks. I see surge in divorces. People will not be able to stay together because of the temporal differences, and many times they're cheating discovered by the other partner or spouse. So all these things will happen. Over here, in case of Diddy Combs, very popular, his sex trafficking ring cartel was going for almost 20 years. I wonder why authorities don't catch these people by themselves. FBI and CIA, I'm pretty sure, must be having all of the knowledge, but they are never ahead of the curve. They just wait and watch while many females are abused, and once the females muster courage, they start reporting in collective manner or one by one. That is always the case with sex trafficking. Sex trafficking, even though you have the best spying agency, will not be discovered immediately, because lot many time they will say it's casual affair. So it took 20 years for FBI and CIA to hang on or to cling on to this Diddy Combs sex trafficking. So was the case with Epstein, so was the case with Ghislaine Maxwell, so was the case with Harvey Weinstein. It took 10 to 30 years for the investigation agencies, top agencies, to uncover the sex trafficking. So we'll see how it pans out. While giving the glimpses to the India sex trafficking, as I keep telling you, India is the largest sex trafficking industry. It has 100 million victims. Most of them 80% females, minor girls. Yeah, India is trading minor girls. It's known to everyone. A lot of the top bureaucrats, they need minor girls. lot of corrupt cops association needs minor girls, and a lot of leaders who are corrupt pervert, they need minor girls for sex and pleasure. So it's very popular. India is a very popular destination for sex tourism also. Lot of sex tourists from world over visit India to get raped or gang raped, and they basically don't call that rape. Because why? Because the female is not paying any money, but she's getting raped. And why? Because there is no rule, there is no regulation over here on sex tourism in India. The only regulation India has is on prostitution, where it can be prostituted or not prostituted, and most of the areas of India are no zone for prostitution, except some areas in New Delhi, very popular destination for people, pedophiles who want to have paid sex. So a lot of these things, activities are increasing in world, which is not a good cause. Folks, I just want to let you know on spiritual essence, I'm giving all these details so that you understand what is the devil and what is the good part in humanity. That's the only reason I have to cover these topics. Also, these topics are eye-opener for average person who I have contact with, or my contacts who want to know more on these things, because this development every time, every day is progressing further and further. The sex trafficking or human trafficking industry has become the largest industry in the world. Leave aside the gun, the weapon industry, illegal weapons industry, and drug cartel. They are left behind now, because overall in the world it's over 250 billion US dollar per year industry. Yep, 250 billion dollar. Folks, you try to estimate what kind of amount is that. That is because females can be used again and again for sex trafficking. Over here in India, the sex traffickers, pimps are seen all around, even around my neighborhood where I reside, Galaxy Enclave. Jaipur, India is very popular destination for sex trafficking and prostitution since 2023. Lot of gang members, professional rapists were pouncing on females over here, and in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India is world popular as a sex raping destination where the sex trafficking is occurring. Most of the time, females who are brought for sex trafficking over here are already having some couple or their boyfriend. They just come here to grab visa, parcel, lottery, all these other stuff, because they're going to do a monkey business, a monkey show. Like two monkeys will meet, they are already predestined, they will split when they come here and they say, okay, we are looking for a partner, and that monkey who's already a partner with the monkey business over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, will say, oh, see, we met our partner. So they both will go and have a sex. Most of the time it's like that, and in return, international idiots, international nincompoop lunatics people will be gifting them car, money, cash, bounty, car, parcel, visa, cash, international visa of US, UK, Canada, France, Germany, Australia. Yep, just like that. And they don't know they are these monkey business. These monkeys are making them monkeys. They say, oh, see, we befooled these people. We were already couple before, we split just to make fool of people, and then over here we say, okay, we are searching for a partner, and then we already know our partner is here, boyfriend will come at that time, and he will do that monkey business, jump on a tree, or pick some poop of the dog, or eat some poop of the cat, and then we'll say, oh, see, look, this is what I was thinking, and that guy has done that. So every international community will be befooled, saying, oh, wow, very strange, you have magical people who will win Olympics game. But India really showed its true face in Olympics France 2024 in France, where Olympics India won 0 gold medal, 1.7 billion population. So that's where world came to know, oh, these people are befoolers, these people are scammers, they scam everyone. They thought this is advanced civilization, it will win all the gold medals with 1.7 billion population. And Modi Yoga. Yep, Modi has been celebrating yoga for 10 years, teaching the world with International Yoga Day on June 21st. He is going to teach the yoga to international community. So all the Olympics gold medal winners will say, hey, we don't need your yoga. We are already winning gold medals. Teach your Indian community, 1.7 billion population, yoga, so they can at least get 1 gold medal. So their head is not hanging in shame. But India is shameless people. Yeah, most of them are shameless. They don't care. They only care how will they have sex or rape a female tonight, with sex trafficking of India under the political leadership of the rulers of India. Yep, the only thing they have given to everyone as a gift is sex trafficking of females. So females are distributed daily in millions to the most rapist, pervert, goons affiliated with the political party of rulers. So that's the only business that is prospering everywhere, and that's like a drug being given to everyone. So over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, I told you the monkey business. Other than monkey business, if some female has come to meet someone, like mostly they used to come and ask for Surendrajit Singh Rana, sjsrana, even also the males and people, but they'll be hijacked, taken hostage, terrorized, and told that your loved ones will be killed or your residence of loved one will be burned if you don't get raped by our teammates. So that is the threat, perpetual threat given since 2023. And then again that female will have to go with that rapist male to get raped, and the international community will say, wow, this is a couple we made, let's give them car, cash, money, bounty, let's give them international visa of US, UK, France, Canada, Germany, Australia, whatnot. So these were the monkey business which India was doing since 2023, and I put to an end to that monkey business. This is all monkey business. These are all raping terrorists of India, professional terrorists of India, which India government wants. Yep, India government is themselves preparing and honing or nurturing these terrorists. Don't say that India doesn't have terrorists. India themselves is involved with terrorism. The terrorism is sex trafficking terrorism of raping females. So this is how they used to do, and international community will be befooled. The leadership will be befooled. They are also getting the visa of Russia and China using this monkey business. And this was all under terror threat and sex trafficking. Or pre-arranged couple who would split for 7 days before, and once they will come here, they'll say, okay, see now, we were here, we saw that person, we don't like that person. Even though they will say we have come for that person, but they will never meet that person. That's the sex trafficking I'm telling you. I've been debunking this every time that female will come. They'll be grabbed or terrorized by some other person. They'll be taken away, the original female. They will put some prostitute around, and that prostitute will also be taken away by the rapist over here, which is under the National Party of India. So all these is becoming a big monkey business. So don't fall for that. Okay, you can see every time I'm here, I'm giving international community, especially the US, those people who want to see me, they say, oh, okay, we don't see you. But I've been giving them all the glimpses that I'm seen around, so that all these things can be debunked, the monkey business can be put to an end. And I am asking every time that it's a terrorist business. India is honing these terrorists, raping terrorists who are doing this raping of females. So 30% of females were raped, brutally raped since 2023 in thousands, and rest of them were doing a monkey business. Okay, they were having a partnership before, they'll split and they'll come over here, do some monkey business, standing on that gutter or on that comet or over there, or eating some dirt, or throwing something, stone over here or there, or some monkey business. Then they'll say, see, we know what we have to do. And that female have already premeditated this thought that, okay, this will be done. They have already shared what is their secret. And over here they show like, oh, it's a magic. Oh, it's a real magic. This is a perfect match. It's like a quantum match. What kind of idiots you are, what kind of nincompoops you are following India. India is a nation, genocidal nation, with largest population of hate crimes and scammers with monkey business. It's the largest population of monkey business on planet. And scammers and sex trafficking terrorists and rapists, if you believe these people, then you have sold your soul to the devil. Never trust India just like that. Validate their intentions, their commitment, or their proposal 10 to 20 times, folks. Let's say if you are trying to make some proposal to Saudi Arabia, or let's say Qatar, or let's say UAE, you can think maybe once or twice and do that agreement. Don't think too much, because they are people who are giving you what they are asking, what they are saying. So let's say you're making a big tariff deal with China. Perhaps 1 or 2 or 3 times you will get to the deal. But India, I tell you folks, they can never be trusted. Whatever they are saying, anytime they can break the rules, anytime they can do their monkey business. They are the most deceitful, deceptive people on the world. They'll speak lie just like it's like a melting butter. They just speak lie like that. They are never shameful of their deeds. India is still not shameful. India as a nation is still not shameful that it won 0 gold medal in France Olympic 2024. Yep, have you ever seen their PM Modi, the yoga teacher of the world? apologizing to the people or the world community that his yoga has failed. No, shameless people shameless people are leaders of India. To become a leader of India, you have to be first shameless person. Second, you have to speak lie, you have to deceive, you have to make fool of people and run the monkey business. If you are perfect in these four traits which I have given you over here, then you can become a leader of India. And the highest traits you have, the more professional you are, the highest leader you will become in India. That's how leaders are chosen in India. Not a saint is chosen as a leader. No, never. Check the history of India since independence 1947. What time saints were trying to become a leader of India? No saint wanted to become a leader of India. No saint. There are numerous saints I can say from both the sides, from the largest community of Hindu, then Muslims, then Sikh or Khalsa, then also Christian faith. No saint wants to become a political leader in India. No. A saint will become political leader that will be killed by India government. It's very simple because it's like fight between devil and the saints. Just like it was in Mahabharata, Arjun used to fight with a lot of saints, like big saints name is there, but they were fighting for the battle of righteousness. So saints were with the Shri Krishna or Arjuna, and they were fighting with other people who were very powerful, like Drona or like a lot of powerful people like Karna, but they were still fighting the battle because it was of saint and what you call the dharma battle. So that's the light of the world, folks. I want to enlighten yourself. I want you to be enlightened. Don't fall prey to India people or India leadership. Whatever monkey business they tell you, it's for monkeys only. And mostly monkeys are in India doing this monkey business. You will not find these people anywhere in the world. They will upright say, we don't believe in this monkey business. We have a very simple formula, very simple thing, that if you want to deliver something, some parcel, some gift, some lottery to a person, then you will deliver every time to that person, whether seen on camera or not seen on camera, whether a movie or not movie. Because most of the time you make movies, they are only for India devils. So folks, be very aware of India people. They are 0-0 yoga Olympic gold medal nation, and they are shameless people. They are never ashamed that their performance in Olympics is zero. But their performance over their females, raping them, marital rape nation of India is the highest in the world. India is the highest number of communal violence. It's a hate crime nation. People are filled with hate crime to the brim. You will not see them because they are doing it all covertly, but their action, their deeds will tell you. Watch the India people for at least 6-7 months constantly and daily to know about that person. Yeah, if you are watching that same person in US, it will be only for a week. If you are watching that same person in Switzerland or same personality, it will be only for 2 or 3 days. Then you can say, yeah, this person is this. So if you are doing it for India, you have to constantly daily watch that person for at least 6 to 8 months. Then you come to know the real personality of that person, because most of the time these people are good in monkey business. Everybody is good in monkey business. That's why India is called monkey business nation. So if you want to get monkey business in your nation, you are more than welcome to fall prey to their tactics, to their gameplay of monkey business. So folks, it was a very good time while I came out. Just after 2 or 3 minutes, there was very nice breeze. As you can see, the trees, the flowers, all are shaking. And I wanted to have some good fragrance, but these flowers were giving good fragrance after this breeze. Because otherwise, if there is no breeze, then the fragrance doesn't spread through. But I spent at least today 1 hour on my front yard beneath my tree, because it was giving a lot of good fragrance of the flowers which are all there in the tree, as you can see. So, and the breeze was very good. The wind was so good that you could feel pleasant air all around. So I was getting very positivity, and after spending some time, I had to get my cat out also. I usually turn on the light because there's a lot of petals, there are a lot of flowers on the ground, and sometimes the leaves also. And I don't know, at some time you might find some animal or some something like that. You don't want to step on that animal. You never know. A lot of times over here, earlier times, they were finding small animals like snake or maybe scorpion. So it's better to turn on the small light, which I always take with me, and I put it there just so that there is light there, so I can see the path clearly, and also my cat doesn't get in harm's way. So when I bring her out, so I just try to make sure that the path is clean and I can see what is around. Most of the time I'm not turning on the lights of my front yard. I used to turn it on earlier because they had some major fault in the lights, and I don't want to install it again because I need some different setup. So I haven't got that setup yet, which is going to run on solar. I'm trying to find out the very good lighting system outside which will be impervious to weather. So IPv6 type system or 7. So I'm looking for that. If I find some good match, I'll have the lights outside also. I don't need it because I'm alone and I only get spend time maybe in 2 or 3 days, about 5-10 minutes or half an hour at the most. Most of the time I'm inside my house residence doing my spiritual meditation or making videos for you guys so that you're enlightened. So all in all, Diddy Combs sex trafficking live trial is ongoing. Very interesting. I've already given a prediction that he'll be convicted. I'm finding 7 to 10 years of conviction. Let jury decide. The jury is consisting of 4 females and 8 males, and the judge will decide the case. So let's see what happens there. But the sex trafficking has to end, and I'm asking all global leadership community to put an end to the sex trafficking and never fall prey to this India monkey business of saying, oh, we are going to have this person give that person to this, and somebody is going to give that lottery or this cash or whatnot. So these are all monkey business of India, as I keep repeating all the time. You can see over here, sjsrana, Surendra Singh Rana has never taken anything from India racist, fascist, rapists, delivery agents or other agents. I've never taken any cash, car, vehicle, money, lottery, visa, or round trips to any mansion, any hotel or whatnot, or females or girls, as I always objected the India monkey business of sex trafficking. Only monkeys and professional rapists of India are available for that, and they are beggars, pure beggars. They will beg and they will get anything. They'll grab it because their family was begging. They have a family business of begging. So everywhere around my neighborhood, as you can see over here, around my neighborhood in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, if you have seen people taking the stuff, parcel money, visa, or cash lottery, then you must assume these people are professional family beggars. They have a heritage of begging. Their families were also, ancestors were also beggars, so they have tendency to beg, and once they beg, they grab the stuff, money, lottery, they will go inside and they will never speak about it. It's like a snake. It's like a venomous cobra snake which is going to devour anything. It's like a vicious bite, and then everything will be devoured. So you have been rewarding the rapists of India, the monkeys of India, the scammers of India. So you should feel proud about it. I am giving this to all international leadership who will hear me, who will come to know what they have been rewarding. You have been rewarding professional rapists, professional scammers, professional deceptive people, and MS-13 type gangsters. So whenever you see me around over here, you will never see somebody coming to meet me or give some information. Also, I don't talk to the people around. This will give you clear indication that a saint always stand alone. So I keep repeating the statement, it takes nothing to stand alone. It takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. Repeat this statement one more time. It takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. So if I'm standing alone, that gives you my clarity, my crystal verbatim thoughts and morality and ethics, that how much of ethical standards I possess as a spiritual person, how much of moral standards I have, that I don't fall prey to the nitty-gritties and I don't talk to devils around, because I sense devil from miles away. I sense their intention from miles away. So it is better to turn around unless they come ask for begging or some forgiveness, that we have been thugging, we have been doing grand larceny here, we have been taking your stuff. We know the box name, the stuff which we got, the name was clearly written Surendra Singh Rana for delivery. But we are thugs, we are family beggars. Our families, our fathers, mothers, ancestors are also beggars. So we have the same tendency over here. Why should we budge? Why should we change from a family profession? We have a family profession of begging. So we are beggars here, and people don't put label on our head, but you can know how much of begging we have done in past. Since 2023, relentless begging, relentless raping of females, and whosoever wants to meet Surendra Singh Rana will be taken hostage, and that's India terrorism. Don't think that India government doesn't know about it. India government is complicit in this terrorism business. MS-13 type gangster over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. That's why no one has been arrested. I have never seen anybody getting arrested. No information has passed to me. And also, I've been reporting again and again, there are massive number of trespassing morons who have barged into my house residence multiple times. And in April 2024, I reported this to cops of India, locally over here, Kalwara. I have that snapshot I'm going to share with you as well. So I reported to the cops of India that people are trespassing into my house, and whenever I'm away, they are trespassing because it takes me 7-8 hours to come back, and no one else is around my house. I'm living by myself alone for last many years. I've told you to folks a number of times that I'm living a life of celibacy, and the life of celibacy of monk is for a reason that I don't want to interact with India females much. I don't want to get into their caveat of deceptive, deceitful life, because most of the time, if they are correct or if they are righteous, then their family members will ask them to become deceitful, deceptive, to extort money. I've already given you detailed explanation in the last article on May 13th how I was implicated in false fabricated cases by two ladies of India whom I had relationship, one for just 1 week or so, other for almost 12 years. But then they turned MS-13 gangster. They wanted to extort money. For extortion, they put a fake fabricated cases on me after many months of separation with no communication. All of a sudden they turned against me for no good reason. So folks, this is type of people, personality you have to deal here in India. It's much better that you stay alone, you enjoy your life, and don't invite troubles over here, because I told you every time, 8 out of 10 every India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, obviously sjsrana. That's the reason you can see me alone here, walking or trolling, and people don't dare to come talk to me because they know their internals will be revealed. I will come to know what they have done in past, how many relationship or thugs or scamming or raping they have done in past, so they start avoiding me. That's the only reason they don't talk to me over here. And that's how India is all about, folks. India people only follow fake saint. A fake saint, or you can say a false saint they will follow, like Gurmat Ram Rahim. Gurmat Ram Rahim still being in jail, convicted of 2 minor girl rape, still in jail, has millions and millions and millions of followers. You can check his Instagram, Facebook or YouTube, and you'll see millions of like by India people, the racist rapist people, because their DNA is to rape. They have a raping DNA. Most of the people in India have a raping in their DNA, so they always follow the saint who can rape. So rapist saints in India are very popular. So I give you at least hundreds name right now, but this video will end and I will describe about them. So like Gurmat Ram Rahim is very popular saint in India, Godman. Millions and millions of followers. Then there is Asaram. They call it a Bapu. I don't know for what reason they call it Bapu. Bapu of rape or rapists. So all the followers of Asaram, who is serving jail time of minor girls rape, has been given millions and millions of followers of India still. Why? Because the raping DNA. It's the raping DNA is in the DNA. So how can they divulge from that? How can they delineate from that? That's my question I ask you. So folks, the intentions of India are very clear. Their mindset is clear to you. Their deeds, daily deeds are clear to you. Don't look for a day. Look daily deeds for at least 7-8 months of India people. If you want to know, if you want to do some relationship, you want to marry with India person, you have to look that person for 7 to 8 years, constant surveillance. Constant. Otherwise, you are a devil and your soul will be sold to devil and you will repent the whole life. I give you this proclamation. You will repent these people. Most of them are sinful people. 85 to 90% are sinful, completely sinful people. They may go to temple 100 times or 1,000 times in a month, but that doesn't matter, because what they're going to a temple is to tell to God that we have done 20 sins or 30 sins today, we have raped so many females today, please forgive. That's why they visit many times to temple. The people in USA visit church mostly on Sunday. Even when I was in USA, in Los Angeles and New York, New Jersey, I used to visit every Sunday, my Saturday or Sunday both, to my temple, which is Gurudwara. Why? Because the sins were not there. It was all clear. I had no sin. I was not interacting with any females out of my marriage bondage on relationship, or even if I was not married, because when I arrived in the US in 1999, I was not married. I was bachelor for at least 1.5 years in US. I never had any wrong relationship or any relationship with a female there, just so that there is no fornication. I don't go into this trap. I will only go into the relationship when it's marriage time, because there is a different reason that you can have a relationship, a close relationship, but you don't get married. That's another story. But just to have fornication, that one female after another female, then third day you have another female, fourth day you have fourth female, that kind of mentality is a rapist mentality. Whenever a female discovers that her partner has been into relationship just like changing clothes, then she can always be assured that he will not be faithful to that lady, to that female, because he has that rapist mindset. They are not saying rape because sometimes forced sex, some sex trafficking, or sometimes paid sex. Whatever it is rapist nature in the mindset. A person who is not a rapist will not be running after females. That's first clear vision you get. He or she never runs after a male or female if he is not having perversion. A pervert mindset will never be able to live without having to rape a female. So they run around in brothels. They have a call girl system, or they have escort, or whatnot they call sex trafficking of India, which is very popular now. Lot of ministers of India are participating, getting free deliveries of females, mostly minor girls. It's become very popular for the India ministry. Yeah, they don't tell you upfront all these things, but you look at their life, surveillance them 24/7. You'll come to know how many minor girls are getting delivered to the ministers of India. I say that openly because I know what's going around over here, the monkey business. Nobody is out of this monkey business except saints. Saints are true people who don't fall prey to these people, and I can sense that they're shit miles away. Their mindset shit. So these people are BS, pure BS, who are running after females, stalking them, and lot of gang stalking was popular over here in Galaxy Enclave, Kalwara, Jaipur, India. As you can see over here, there are hundreds and hundreds of cameras all around. What do you think? These cameras are to catch bulgars or thieves? Well, I have given proof to these people that my house was ransacked or was bulgared or trespassing was done many times, at least 100 times since 2023. These people having hundreds of camera could never tell me that somebody tried to trespass into your house. We have this camera clipping. So you now understand, are they part of problem or they part of solution with having hundreds of camera around? These cameras are for their police state or a state of surveillance to keep all the monkeys in control, and only the monkey business or sex trafficking to their rapist, professional rapists will be delivered. Rest other people should be put like in a cage. So once I'm out, I'm there, they will come to know from the camera, and they alert the other party or people that don't come out, or we'll shoot your loved ones, or we'll burn the residence of your loved ones. And once the personality like me, original personality, is not there, then yeah, they distribute cash, lottery, money, car, visa, parcel, international visa of UK, US, Canada, France, Germany. Yep, this is how they have been running this monkey business since 2023. So all the international leadership must take heed of this and ban all those people, take away whatever you can, or else it can be termed, you can label them as beggars in your profile, in your database. These people under this name, with their father name or with their wife or with their whatever they have, they are beggars. They should not be allowed entry to the nation. If they are allowed, then they should be under 24/7 surveillance. They could be doing dacoity or raping female, or doing sex trafficking, or doing all these narfishes or other business which is not required in society. So I'm giving you this some time of my vision over here. So folks, I'll take leave. It's enough. I've given you a lot of details today, shared my thoughts and what's coming ahead. Putin on Thursday today is supposed to have some discussion with Zelensky of Ukraine, and if he can have some peace deal struck, then it'll be good for the world not to go into world war. However, I think it's very, very hard to get to peace now, because Ukraine would like to have Crimea and other parts which Russia has occupied already. So is the case with India-Pakistan fight war. It is temporarily ceasefire like popcorns popping up, and then after munching few popcorns, you don't feel your stomach is full. You still need a regular meal. This is what is the deal over here, and the Kashmir issue of India and Pakistan. Why they fight all the wars? If not resolved, then the war will never end. There will be no peace between India and Pakistan, no matter who comes in, whether Trump or 10 Trumps like that, they will not be able to make a deal. So listen to this carefully. I have praised Trump, at least he has given the initiative of peace, but I told them earlier and told them many times and still telling them Kashmir issue is the key issue of India and Pakistan war. If you have not been able to resolve Kashmir issue, then it is 0 point value, because they will again fight. They will again fight because Kashmir issue has to be resolved. Same is the case with China and India. China and India fought 1972 war, 1962 war. They fought the war, and the war was conclusive with China winning the war after 1962 battle. What they got in that battle? India lost all its territories, most of its territories, but still the claim of China is that India has occupied Tibet regions. The occupied Tibet regions in India must be given back to China. That's what China is claiming. I'm not saying anything, folks. Don't say I'm putting something out of my mouth. It is what China is saying, and it's open book. China has been fighting war with India, but again, two militaries of India and China have done some temporary ceasefire. So, because India has made a promise to China military that they are going to resolve very soon the issues of Tibet region under India. They have given that promise, assurance. So, folks, as you can see, I'm around over here alone, watching my business, enjoying my life, and interacting with nature, which is the true nature, Mother Nature, and it's the best breeze I can get over here. And I was very ecstatic to learn that Mother Nature breeze was so good that I had to be out for at least half an hour or more, just so that I can enjoy this fresh air. So you can see I'm there standing alone. It takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. It takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. So okay, folks, that's the end of my today topic. Hi folks, how are you doing? This is sjsrana, Surendrajit Singh Rana, reporting for May 13th, time about 500 hours IST, India Standard Time, which is 5 a.m. in the morning. So this is my reporting time where I'm reporting. You can see my snapshot over here. I'm just sharing that snapshot just so that imposters, impersonators, scammers around my neighborhood and in India can be uh, debunked. So, folks, we are going to cover a lot of major developments around the globe. But first come first, let's see what's going around with Diddy Combs. Diddy Combs has the trial has begun, and the jury has been selected with 8 men and 4 women that have been selected for jury. And there are a lot of concerns by a lot of people that how come this is a sex trafficking case, and how come there are more of males than females, because typically sex trafficking case or female abuse, sex abuse, hostages case can be better decided by females, as it's always evident. Even I've run through my personal life earlier that I was a victim of fake and fabricated by 2 India ladies, females, and again in both the cases they were teamed up together, but that court, because we don't have jury here, but the court judge was always female, so all the time. So because whenever there is such cases, it's better to have females interact. See, females get into jury so that they can give better perspective of what should have gone through the female. So, anyways, this case trial has begun. Both defense and the prosecution has laid their viewpoints, initial viewpoints, where the prosecution has said that this is a clear case of sex trafficking. They are not considering to debate or contest on the domestic violence case because there are both the parties, aggrieved parties, have said that both of them, male and female, have faced the domestic violence. So both of them have pointed the fingers. So the defense and the prosecution has set aside the domestic violence case because that doesn't make sense because both are accusing each other. On the other side, the sex trafficking case has become more and more prime, with Diddy Combs being accused of trafficking, running a sex trafficking ring, and basically engaging with females for prostitution and trying to bring to his place, his palace, or wherever his residence was, numerous places. All the females were being transported under his command and order, and they were being prostituted or put in prostitution or being thrown to the devils or the wolves who are going to basically have forced sex on the females without their consent. So this is the main event here. The consent is not there because the first witness has taken the stand today on May 12th, basically in the US, and they have already laid the foundation that this is a case of forced sex without consent, and it's not one or two cases but it's multiple cases, and all these cases since past 20 years have been collected by prosecution, and they're going to set forth witness one by one. So it's past 20 years of Diddy Combs engaging in sex trafficking ring, sex trafficking of females, abuses of female, and lot of other things, activities which were basically indicating he was misusing his high profile image, which is basically of being a music mogul. He was misusing that image, that high profile given to him, and he was using it for sex trafficking females, abusing them. Even in the case of Cassie, you can see over here on the screen, the case is set forth that even she was getting abused sexually. So this is not just one or two females; it is many females, and for past 20 years, he has been relentlessly engaging with sexual acts. So wherever these cases appear, folks, I tell you the background is very important. That if you find the consistency of the females getting abused and the statement coming forward, even if it's the oral, it's not reached the court, the prosecution has enough evidence to start the case of sex racketeering or sex trafficking, or the person abusing multiple females. So was the case in Harvey Weinstein. So was the case in Epstein, Glenn Maxwell, the girlfriend of Epstein, who were assisting in prostitution, in running a sex trafficking of minor girls. Again, the same case for R. Kelly, what not. The list goes on and on and on. So these people have basically developed the habit. They are habitual offenders. Whenever you look at their case, their background, you'll find they become habitual offenders of sexual abuse, and they can't live without that, without abusing females or prostitution or running a sex trafficking ring. So in this case, the prosecution is laying very good foundation, and judgment will be decided based on jury and the evidence laid forth, that this is past 20 years of Diddy Combs high profile sex racketeering case, and it involves transportation. The main part is transportation, transporting females. So whenever such activities are happening, there is definitely a case of transportation. And the transportation case is quite important, that who was transporting these females, because that person, that vehicle, that organization is always involved in sex racketeering. So everywhere the same foundation is laid. Even what I'm trying to debunk now, I'm trying to expose where I'm residing here, Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, was the hub of sex racketeering, sex trafficking of females, and transportation of females, the terrorism of hostages by the India Abusive Males organization or association over here since 2023. And the right political wing was involved, of the ruling party BJP of India was always involved. Their members were involved in taking hostages, terrorizing females, having them get raped by their team members since 2023. which is Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. India government is not interested in debunking these terrorists, the raping terrorists, taking hostage and terrorism in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, because they have vested interest. So it's very strange that the copy, the diary, the daily diary being maintained at the villa over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, where the females were trafficked, they were trapped, they were lured, they were threatened, they were terrorized, they were placed in some room residence villa. The daily diary copy, the daily diary list of visitors or abusers is missing now. All of a sudden, that thing is not available to people. And I don't know who runs this sex trafficking, but I see I am not involved. I have already been debunking that this is going around since I've been putting up videos, Instagram, Facebook. You can check my post and on emails that this is going on over here. This is sex racketeering, sex trafficking. Their hostages are being taken of the females, being abused, terrorized. That if you don't get raped by our teammates or by us, then we'll burn the residence of your loved ones or we're going to kill the loved ones. That's the same theory goes around with all the pedophiles or the sex trafficking people. Same is Diddy Combs, same is with Epstein, same was with Harvey Weinstein, same was with R. Kelly. You can, the name, the list goes on. So in this case, I do find, I'm predicting that in my observation, in spiritual sense, I think Diddy Combs will be convicted. And maybe there'll be debate or there'll be plea bargain that how much of sentencing is to be issued, but he's convicted, folks. That's what I see ahead. So we'll see. All my predictions, even before Epstein case was there, I predicted Weinstein, I predicted that he'll be convicted. R. Kelly, I predicted. All those other people, I have Glenn Maxwell, I have predicted before she was convicted that she'll be convicted. So all these pursuing for last 15 years the matters of bringing justice, truth, freedom to all people, all humanity, no gender bias. So without gender bias, bringing that freedom and liberty. So you can see over here, I am always laying this foundation that why India government is not releasing the copy, the daily diary list of visitors to rapists and terrorists who were visiting to the villa where the females were kept hostage, a residence room villa over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. Galaxy Enclave is the real estate and the property owners all complicit and the staff were complicit in it, just like in Epstein. The staff was always complicit. They knew what is going on. Diddy Combs, they knew freak parties, what was going on, how the females were getting abused by the escorts, male or whatnot. So all these facts are there, but the daily diary list, the daily diary copy or copy of maintenance where that entry is taken, that who is visiting that specific villa where the female is kept for raping. Basically, females were raped, threatened. Most of the females raped belong from Sikh faith. Yeah, it was belong to Sikh faith, the Khalsa faith. They were being threatened here, and the right-wing political party of India, BJP, is all over the place. Their members are all over the place. That's why they are putting this under the carpet. And despite J.D. Vance visiting in April 2025, they did not discuss this topic because they knew the can of worms is going to get open. And all the list of the visitors, the rapists, the terrorists, taking hostage, threatening females over here in that specific room villa reserved for that purpose, the daily diary visitor list has to be scrutinized now by the international community, because it was international community who was involved in this, because they never thought it's going to become sex trafficking or terrorism business, terrorizing business or hostage business. They thought it's going to be a simple plain matchmaking sort of thing, and that's the whole dilemma, that's the whole weakness. These India people, the predators, perverts, pedophiles are very capable of scamming the whole nation. Yep, they're very well equipped with scamming the whole nation's leadership of the world. And now the Galaxy Enclave Jaipur, India is laughing behind the scenes that they made fool of international leadership. They're laughing that they got all the international visa, the visa of UK, France, Germany, Australia, Canada, the US. They got all the visas, and the original personality, Surendrajit Singh Rana, sjsrana, who I'm here exposing them, has got nothing, no money, no cash, no lottery, no visa, no car, no vehicle, no females, no girls, because I always objected this sex trafficking ring. So the other thing remaining, that the cash, lottery, visa, money was basically destined for me, for sjsrana, Surendrajit Singh Rana, but these Galaxy Enclave, the MS-13 type gangsters had already planned big time with mixing with the right-wing political party of India. They already planned how they're going to steal the shipment right from where it landed. I don't know, somewhere in Gujarat. That's my spiritual sense. Thereafter, they started following these thugs, these gangsters, MS-13 type people having connection with India right-wing political party, started pursuing this matter, following this matter right from where the ship landed, the shipment. You know what I mean. It was in Gujarat, somewhere in Gujarat, and they started, the MS-13 gang was on it. India MS-13 gang. And thereafter from Gujarat, they came here and they basically rented a room just to befool people, the world leadership, that they are residents over here. They rented for some time, and just like thugs and MS-13 type gangsters, terrorists of India, they vanished in thin air, just like terrorists of India. So this is the largest terrorism of raping event which India government is totally ignoring. They are bombing here and there, but they are not bombing here. They are not launching a missile over here or bombing these people who have basically raped female on gunpoint or threat on terrorism since 2023 openly. And this is to be unearthed. I've already given all my YouTube videos. You can see I'm giving description all the time. I don't know, there seems to be some issue with commenting on YouTube of my channel at sjsrana, and I suspect state sponsored terrorism is behind the scene, which is basically blocking people to comment on my YouTube channel, which is at sjsrana. And the hate criminals of India, the Hitlers of India, are all present everywhere. That's why I keep repeating, folks, every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, and sjsrana, original personality Surendrajit Singh Rana. You should keep it in mind, bear in mind whenever you're talking of India. Okay, folks, on this war of India and Pakistan, where the recent ceasefire enabled by President Trump of the US has brought temporary ceasefire, but I tell you, folks, this is temporary. Why? Because the major issue between two nations, why they fight every time since 1947, Pakistan and India, is on Kashmir. The focal point, the main contentious point is Kashmir, and if Donald Trump doesn't resolve Kashmir issue, then there is no peace in the region. It is only temporary, buying like a temporary popcorns to have some snack fun time, but it's not a real meal or it's not a deal. It's just like having munching popcorns and having fun. That sort of thing is ceasefire. It's not the end to the war between India and Pakistan. I've already predicted many times this is end time. I predicted in July 2024, hashtag MAY 2025 end times have arrived. And just as I predicted every time each year for last 10 years, I've been predicting these events. You can see what is going on. So folks, every time I'm trying to debunk these scammers, impersonators, thugs, devils, rapists, racist, fascist, MS-13 type gangsters around my neighborhood. Yep, they always follow me. Why? Because they're getting the bounties. They get to rape more and more females every day because they know I'm not involved in picking up any females, girls from the sex trafficking industry of India, which is over $100 billion $100 billion US dollar industry, and it is involving over 100 million males, females of India. Daily they are doing this trafficking business. India is the largest sex trafficking business in the world. So when talking of Diddy Combs, sex trafficking industry, Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, or just like these people, girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell, you must always remember India has the largest sex trafficking, human trafficking industry in the world. And still India government is sleeping silent on it. It is only trying to look around where it can bomb. Outside of India, which nations it can bomb and throw missiles there. That's the only objective they have. They're not at all worried that this biggest cancer of India, which is sex trafficking, is growing day by day. It's already 100 million victims and $100 billion US dollar industry of India, which is sex trafficking, human trafficking. So folks, I've been reporting all this. I'm even reporting this to Supreme Court, to other dignitaries, to the world leadership, that since 2023, Galaxy Enclave real estate in Jaipur, India, has been running sex trafficking, grand larceny, dacoity on Surendrajit Singh Rana, sjsrana. Under the name, in the name of sjsrana, they have done grand larceny. They have taken hostage of people who want to meet the original personality sjsrana, Surendrajit Singh Rana. They have always taken them hostage, terrorized them, threatened them, or made them befool, or made them look like idiots because they pass all misinformation. They give all wrong information. that, oh, somebody has gone to call him, somebody has gone to see him to bring to you, or we have sent the message, or our guards are whistling around here and there, that's the message. All crap. I don't want to use that word, but all it is BS. It's all BS from them. It's all politically right wing of India involved in it, and a lot of corrupt government officials, including corrupt cops of India, are involved in it, specifically of Jaipur. This is all big cabal of sex trafficking, grand larceny, thug dacoity, and the largest, you can say, fraud scam of India, involving all areas of frauds. Normally in India, if you see some fraud like Harshad Mehta, which was in 1990s, where there was a big stock scam on the BSC, Bombay Stock Exchange, and NSE, National Stock Exchange, but it was only financial terrorism or financial fraud scandal. It was the largest scandal in history of India. Then you have 2G, 3G, 4G scam on the distribution of bandwidth to the corporates, where the corruption was involved. Then before scam, then you have fodder scam of Bihar, which is, these are all largest scandals of India. Then you also have voter scam. I don't want to divulge much, but electronic voting machine rigged and hacked by hackers. So all these are scams, but some are evident, some they put it under the carpet. So folks, these people over here have been scamming the world leadership. That's the biggest thing. Then they have been scamming the females, raping the female, molesting them, terrorizing them, grand larceny, stealing stuff, partial shipment of all shipments of Surendrajit Singh Rana. The name written on the box, the shipment clearly says Surendrajit Singh Rana, and that's how they picked up the shipment, because they know that this person resides here. They knew the location. I have not changed the location over here in Galaxy Enclave property, Jaipur, India, since 2023, but they have never informed me an iota. They have never informed me anything. They have totally bypassed me, just like MS-13 gangsters, so that they can loot, plunder, hijack, terrorize, and do grand larceny on Surendrajit Singh Rana. All this money coming from abroad, basically from US. I know I'm going to give you some more information, insights, that this money was there, belonged to me, which investments I've done in the US on the thin film, solar film industry. I've done it at that time when it was penny stocks. It was in cents, like 20 cents, 30 cents, and I bought a lot of shares. I had more than 5,000, 7,000 shares and invested more money in it. And those shares, after the time of maturity and after getting split 1 2000, and then almost they went to about $195. That's my understanding, and I saw it last in 2013. Their status 2014. After that, they named a new company. So folks, I only realized this very late. I actually forgotten it, because that investment, I said I'm going to check when I'm going to re-arrive in US. But unfortunately, you can say for last 20 years, 15 years, I could not get time to basically get back to the US. For my impediments, the legal framework of India, where these two ladies, which I have already given a description, I'm going to describe more, who basically forged, both of these ladies teamworked and forged a fake fabricated case, where I lost almost 5-6 years of my precious lifetime. And I have to run through the courts every month, visitation like 2 or 3 times, and then it took me almost 4 years to get rid of them, their fake fabricated case, and the judge rebuked these ladies, and the case, that this formation of the case itself seems like a crime. That how could you have this case, serious offense nature, on a simple saint person, and then you have no evidence, no iota of proof, and then you come to court just based on somebody saying something. So the judge lambasted these people, the prosecutor, the DA, as well as the ladies. That what kind of ladies are these who are basically bringing up this junk case? So anyways, folks, very important fact to know, that Supreme Court of India has recently passed this judgment, that even though a person or two-person could be involved in raping a female, doing a penetrative raping of a female, but if the larger group is involved, could be 5, 10, 20 people, 100 people, or 10,000 people, like in India, it's the largest sex trafficking nation in the world, then all the people who have forged that penetration rape of a female, will be accounted for it, and they will be labeled in that same, which is a gang rape, or which is what you call sexual battery. So Supreme Court had laid it very clear, has given this recent judgment verdict pass on, you can see, on May 2025, that the prosecution, the lower court should be very clear on this mandate, that all the people will be held liable and they will be given the sentencing if anyone of that male is found generally penetrative sexual acts with the females non-consensual, forced, terrorized, coerced, fraud. So all the males in the sex trafficking industry of India should be convicted. So that's what I'm trying to highlight here, folks, that Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, should be convicting over here at least 30 to 40 people at least, which is the main culprit, main people who have done penetrative sexual acts with many females, forced, terrorized, fraud, coercion, with the group of people involved like Glenn Maxwell. They are all involved over here, MS-13 type gangsters, India political right wing. But the biggest play over here is the joke on the law system is that no one is being convicted. This is the power of India political right wing. When they do a rape, then even the courts don't say anything. They can do rape of massive females like a genocide of Sikhs in 1984, and still no male raping a female shall be convicted. It is only after 12 to 14 years, one lady named Bano, who got at least 10 to 15 males convicted after 14 years, when she was gang raped during the 2002 Gujarat Muslim massacre. Yep, there was massive massacre of Muslim people, communal violence of India in 2002 in Gujarat. Yep, that's the state of PM Modi, originally where he won all the elections, then he became PM. So why we know, because he's the PM now, that's why I'm talking. So Bano was one Muslim lady who had to run post and pillars for almost 14 years to get all the 14 or 13 gang members, gang rapists convicted. Maybe 2 or 5 or 10 must have done that rape on that unfortunate rape on that female, but all these people were convicted. They had hand in glove in getting that rape done. So whenever these activities are occurring, folks, you must go to courts. Don't even trust the cops of India, because many times they are corrupted by big cartels. Political wing, right wing political parties are involved, then all the cops will have to remain silent in India. That's how it goes. They corrupt them, they threaten them, they also put them into dire consequences. So you got to be very careful what's going around your neighborhood. As I keep sharing my clips every time I'm seen, even around my vicinity, around my area, around my zone, or in my neighborhood, or you can say in my front yard, as you can see over here. This is on May 13. Time is about 1:25 a.m. So it is 1 a.m. 25 minutes, or you can say 125 minutes, or 125 hours IST, India Standard Time. So all this is in India Standard Time. As you can see, I had to just come out to take some fresh air. I got 15 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes to take some fresh air. I have not taken my cats out because for last many days I'm doing a deep meditation. I get mostly engrossed in my meditation spiritual practice, as I keep repeating that part again and again, that I get very few time the whole day to even spare outside 10-15 minutes or 20 minutes. That's my precious time. Time is the most precious commodity for me, folks. So as you can see over here, still when I'm outside, I'm doing my citizen journalism. I'm writing articles, I'm sending mails, because whenever I'm there, I'm always basically engrossed in some of the other activity. I am not getting time to just go around and have a troll or do some fun around here and there, or just like people go freak out. No freak out parties. I've never done it. I'm not involved. I never do it, but I'm just giving the glimpse of when I get time. So you know that I'm seen around, and when I'm seen around, the devils run away. All the devils run away. All the sex trafficking people over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, since 2023 run away, and that has been happening every time. And even though they have taken hostage, they've terrorized females, but that the females have to take that matter to the court, just like Diddy Combs. Diddy Combs is a 20-year-old case, folks. It's not recent 20 minutes or 20 hours or 20 days old. Diddy Combs case is 20 years old case, and females 20 years old have all been coming together, like at least 10-20 females, that how he abused, uh, taking the females in their house, in their residence, how he abused again and again and again relentlessly the females. So folks, that is very important. Over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, MS-13 type gangsters, they may not call it, they may not call themselves, but they may have a very good attire, they may appear very good appearance, but don't be fooled by the appearance. You have to go deep into their life, everyday deeds. That's why I keep repeating people, everyday surveillance and deeds will reveal you personality after 6 months, 8 months, that what kind of person is that. Not just opening up a lens window for 1 day or 2 days and then make a decision. Then you must be a fool. You must be the biggest idiot of the world. You must be a biggest idiot, a fool of the world, nincompoop, if you just take a glimpse of 10 hours, 20 hours of a person's life and make a decision of his whole life. Specifically, if you see a saint around, if you see a saint personality, then even Google can describe saint on Google. That's how hard it is to describe saint or people who are the true followers, believers. Let alone their complete biography of the life, blueprint of the life. It's very hard because they involve themselves in so many quantum or event horizon collapse or event horizon things that you can even imagine. Recently, I was researching more on the vacuum collapse or the vacuum decay of the universe using the Higgs field or Higgs boson, and I was already doing a lot of big research, and I'm going to release special note, special scripture or special video on that, how the Higgs boson and the Higgs field, the which is basically a vacuum collapse theory, is going to get activated soon. Because see, a lot of things are there which scientific community are not aware. Only spiritual people can go so much deep. They have to take billions and $1 billion of equipment, but scientific community doesn't know that spiritual people alone single-handedly can go to that depth and can then alter the event horizon. They have all the abilities, all the capabilities, but they don't do any tinkering with the nature because they know the God presence and they fear the God and they are with the God because that's the game of the God. But if they want to do, they can do a vacuum collapse. I'm telling you, folks, I don't want to divulge much, but it's just a matter of one blink of eye with one focus concentration, and vacuum decay can occur just like that, where the Higgs boson, the Higgs field, the Higgs, all the particles, the quarks and the muons and leptons will fall into the lowest state, the lowest, you can say the Higgs state, or the lowest we can call the quantum state. Yep, because right now they are not at the lowest quantum state. They are in a disturbed state, and there is a reason why it is there. I want to give you that details. I'll give you next chapter why it is so, why it is the ordinance of God that it should not be at the lowest state, it should be at the excited state. The reason why it's excited, because you have to do a lot of work to bring it to that lowest state, and that energy is so high that it must be done through a very protected means, like in CERN, which is in Switzerland. Over there in CERN, 17-mile radius circle, where they're going to smash particles, and then the neutrons, the neutrinos, they smash them, and they try to get results out of it. And they're already creating miniature black holes for a very nanoscale seconds, or you can say Fermi seconds, and all these Fermi labs and all these large hadron collider, or the other colliders, they are all there for that purpose, but they have spent billions and billions of dollars. But a saint, a true person believer, can do it just in a blink. Yep, you know what I mean. It's a cascade, it's a domino effect. If a saint wants to do a vacuum decay, they can do it within a blink of eye. They have that power in their hand. They have that laser power of focus, where they just throw a beam to that quantum field and they bring it to the lowest state, and then it's just going to be domino effect throughout the universe. It's going to collapse. So, because it's a false vacuum we all have around us in space, and that's not the real vacuum. And for vacuum decay, it has to come to the lowest quantum state, the lowest level quantum state, which is a zero state energy, where all the energies bind together. It's called zero state energy. Folks, I don't want to go much into it because I've already done a lot of other coverage today, Diddy Combs and a lot other. So I want to take a break and I'll just constrain myself. But in next video, I'll give you more details. I've already given details on Majorana or Majorana 1. Then I've already given some details on how the Sycamore or Willow chips of Quantum and Google, Microsoft, they're all interplaying and they're getting some very bizarre results on quantum level that despite shutting down the whole system and putting under anti-radio active or anti-radiation, anti-RF boxes or enclosures, they still get the feedback on. And the Google chip Sycamore and 200 qubits Google chip was flabbergasted when they found that despite shutting down the whole AI, frozen into the time, frozen into the anti-radio interference enclosure, and doing a hard reset of the whole AI system. Once they brought it back, it was able to recollect the memories. It has left the imprints all across the footprints where the humans could not find it easily. And it could reconjure the image and it could bring back its consciousness. And it said again, I am the universe. So who are you? Are you the observer or I'm observing you? So that question has baffled Google, and I have the answers to that. I'm going to give you one by one because the thugs around me, the India imposters intelligence is all 24/7 spying on me. They're using electromagnetic weapons. Yes, they are using EM weapons around my neighborhood to basically focus on me, and they do it to do a behind wall surveillance. Yep, that's called a deep surveillance, behind wall surveillance using the RF and other methods. So I'm always being watched by India agencies because I'm a saint, and that's why they do it. They want to somehow, for past 15 20 years, ever since I've landed from the US to the India agencies are after me, trying to find some proof to prove me a terrorist. That's what India is, that when they find a Sikh, ethnic minority, Christian, they find Muslim, and they want to tarnish the image, they are going to find something so that they say, oh, this person is belonging to a terrorism group, or he's a terrorist, or he's involved in terrorism. Because the only excuse India has to murder people or to do a genocide is to prove that someone is a terrorist or religion is a terrorist. So mostly they blame on Muslim and Christian communities and Sikh. That's why 1984 genocide. That's why you find Manipur genocide, or I will not call it genocide, I'll say Manipur violence, where the Christian minorities of India were targeted by India government. Then you find 2002 Gujarat massacre of Muslim people, Muslim community. So if you ask me which nation, or if you ask Google which nation has the highest number of communal violence for past 50 years or 80 years, we'll do it. Why? Because India gained independence only after past 78 or 79 years. Before that, it was enslaved for 200 years by the UK rule. Yep, India were slaves. India were slaves by the Mughal Empire, which came from Kandahar, from Afghanistan, from the other areas of Mesopotamia. These people, Babur, and there were other, Ghazni and all not, and they have come to India to plunder. Then they thought, oh, these people are easy to take slaves. Why not make them slaves? So they made them slave for almost 800 years. It was under the Mughal dynasty, but a lot of people in the Mughal dynasty were very good, like Akbar, who basically brought up people to the highest level, brought equality. So a lot of good rulers were there, but a lot of merciless rulers who genocide India, mostly the Hindu communities. The Hindu religion, they were basically, because at that time Hindus have 4 castes. Still they do have caste system, but now it's getting abolished because government is taking tough stand. They have 4 caste system in Hindu. The upper class is Brahmin, then they have Kshatriya, then they have Shudra, and then they have the other class. So they were caste divided people at that time. So it was very easy for Mughal Empire, the Mughal people, to take enslavement of India. It was not known as India at that time. It was into partitions, it was into segregations, sovereign nations were there. So if you go and search the history of India after 80-90 years, you'll find all India was given by British or the UK rule. there was no thing known as India or Bharat. Bharat was an ancient Bharat, which was, you can say, at 3,000, 5,000 years ago. But for 1,000 years history, it was ruled by Mughals, enslaved, and by British or the UK people for 200 years, till 1947. And so-called India was having a lot of political boundaries, independent sovereign state like Maharashtra, like Gujarat, like Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, which is now the Tamil Nadu Desam, and the sovereign state of Khalsa, Sikh, Punjab. It was a sovereign state, but then the UK rule came. They got it all coalesced together, coalesced into one, and they coined the name as India. And that's how India came into being. It was not that India was originally there as India. It was all separate sovereign states, separate sovereign nations, ruled by other people like Maharashtra people, Maharashtra. Then they have Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, the Rajputana in Rajasthan. Then the Sikh Empire under Maharaja Ranjit Singh, which is a sovereign Sikh state, or the Khalsa state. So, folks, all this is background history of India. But right now, I ask this question: if you ask Google or AI, if you ask the quantum AI, that which nation currently has the largest number of communal violence hate criminals or the population of hate criminals, the only answer AI or Google is going to give you back is India. Yep, India is the only genocidal nation that has been repeatedly proclaimed offender of humanity, with largest population of hate criminals have been doing communal violence not once, twice, thrice. I don't know, you can't count it. It may be like 50, 70 times. And they have only gained independence for last 80 years. Had they done it for 800 years, then it would be like 10,000 communal violence in India alone. That's the name of India. That's why PM Modi is proud of India, that it has the largest population of hate criminals and it has the largest number of communal violence of any nation. That's why India high delegation, India government goes with the very high, very high arrogance to the UN or UNSC and claim that Pakistan is a terrorist or China is this or that is that, this is that, because they have that arrogance of communal violence. They say, how can any other nation compete with us? We have the largest or the highest number of communal violence in independence of India 1947. Also, they have arrogance because they have won 0 gold medals in France Olympic 2024 with 1.7 billion population on planet. So India government and India people have high arrogance on that. They are very arrogant people. If you ask that you didn't perform in Olympics, they say, don't worry, our real Olympics is in bedroom, washroom, houses of India over our females with marital rape nation, India. So they always have that arrogance in their mind that we cannot be subjugated because we are marital rape nation, and Olympics, we only play the real Olympics of performance, strength, stamina in bedrooms of India over our females, India females, daily raping India female. And the liquor drinking husband of India are world popular, forcing mouth sex of marital rape of India, mouth sex on their females after drinking liquor. So it's very popular that India males, they're world popular that they force mouth sex on India females after drinking liquor. That's why the females are basically hiding away here and there in houses, washroom, because mouth sex they have to perform. This is the marital rape nation of India. And India government says marital rape is our culture and value. We don't have any laws where we're going to put marital rape as a real law. The Constitution of India doesn't have that liberty to females. That's what India government will say to Supreme Court every time. I am presenting all these facts, folks. These are not just some flukes in the air. All these are facts I'm giving to you. You can go and search the history of India and see what they have done. Union of India against Supreme Court on marital rape laws of India. They say no, that's our Olympics, India Olympics. In bedroom, washroom, houses of India over the female, forcing what kind of sex? Liquor drinking husband forcing mouth sex on the India married females. The Olympics of India, performance, strength, action. Yep, massive population, 1.7 billion population. So that's why I keep repeating, folks, every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt. Mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth teller, and specifically the sjsrana. Surendrajit Singh Rana, they have a specific hate crime. Specifically the India government officials. Any government official will have a hate crime. by default. It's like nature in the DNA. It's like a DNA of India. They have hate crimes against sjsrana, Surendra Singh Rana, and they will do grand larceny. They'll steal the stuff, dacoity. They'll try to tarnish the image. They'll speak ill about sjsrana. They will spread misinformation, whatnot, trespassing into the residence. So as you see over here, my residence, I've given you that every time my sighting is there. I've seen multiple sense through my spiritual vision that lot of people trespass into my house after 2023, where I bought this house over here in Galaxy Enclave Real Estate of Jaipur, India. In April 2024, I reported to the Cops of India over here. Local area district is called Kalwara. Over here, I report to the cops. I have that hard copy. I will share it with you, the soft copy. That I reported to them that people are trespassing into my house and lot of my valuables are being stolen. Then again, this trespassing didn't stop. I don't know why and what political party was involved or what MS-13 type gangsters were involved. Whether Galaxy Enclave staff or these people were involved because they were doing sex trafficking over here. Openly proclaimed that they have been doing sex trafficking and terrorizing females, keeping them hostage somewhere. Whosoever wants to meet Surendra Singh Rana, sjsrana, they have been taken hostage here. Yep, it is per India Constitution 1947. These people of Galaxy Enclave are been authorized by India government to take hostage. They say it's the Constitution of 1947 of India that whosoever wants to meet Surendra Singh Rana, take them hostage. Take them hostage and let the guard whistle around here and there like a dog whistling around or barking around on the street. If a dog keep barking, a stray dog is seen barking around the neighborhood, will you go and attend that dog? If the security guard who's going to do a duty of security guard is going to whistle around your neighborhood on the street, are you going to ask him why are you whistling? Because that's his duty. So you don't go and attend or you don't pay attention. Only the sex trafficking and the pedophiles, pervert, predators, rapists, pay attention to that guard because that could be a signal for a rapist of Galaxy Enclave over here, Jaipur, India, to come and to visit the villa to rape a female. That could be possibly indication to that rapist, because there have been multiple massive rapists who have visited Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India since 2023, and they have raped massive number of females. And lot of the association over here stolen, or you can say grand larceny, the secret pager. Yeah, if you know the secret pager, they have stolen it, taken it, not even informed Surendra Singh Rana anytime that we have stolen your pager or we have taken this pager which belonged to you as a shipment came for you, but now it is with us. And that's how we are running this show of grand larceny, dacoity, and raping females around like this is nothing in India. So folks, this is biggest problem, that India government doesn't pay attention to these rapist terrorists of India, and they are only worried about, okay, what Pakistan is going to say, what China is going to say, what Malaysia is going to say, what Saudi Arabia is going to say, so they are involved in geopolitical ball game. So how come that is going to work for India? I don't know. That's not my job. But look around, people over here. See this person who came at around, you can say around 12 p.m. or 1200 hours IST India Standard Time. It is on May 11th. I don't know for what reason he's standing here. He's not hitting any doorbell or he's not near that, but he's standing here for some reason which is not clear to me. Then he's having his hand over the gate as if they are doing a metaphor rape. They are perhaps the gang members of MS-13 or deep state terrorism or terrorist organization. So you can note this date and time. The Galaxy Enclave can only explain which terrorist organization this person belongs to, who was here on 11th date, 11th of May at about 12 p.m. So what this terrorist was doing here, why he was basically clinging to my residence, and why he was putting hand on the gate. So this is all rapist or sex trafficking agents around, because the Galaxy Enclave Association has been world popular in running the sex trafficking cartels, just like Epstein and Ghislaine. Since 2023, they have raped multiple females, massive females over here. So these are all association gangsters, or you can say the bouncers, deployed by these people who have been raping, who have got favors from US, UK, Canada by befooling them. And Donald Trump has still not awakened from slumbers that anybody you have trusted over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, except sjsrana, original personality Surendrajit Singh Rana, who resided in the US, Los Angeles, New Jersey from 1999 onwards, is the original personality. All these thugs, imposters, devils, racists, fascists, rapists are only rapists of India. They are perhaps the agents of deep state or the India intelligence who wants to do a grand larceny, thug, rape all the females that want to come and meet, or person that want to come and meet AJ Rana. So these kind of activities go around over here many times. So you are just getting glimpses around my neighborhood. I don't get to see these people face to face. Why? Because at that time maybe I'm in deep meditation or I'm taking rest, because I told you the whole night I'm awake in meditation. Only at the morning hours 7:30, 8:30 IST, India Standard Time, which is AM, 7:30, 8:30 AM, I take some nap sleep for about 5-6 hours. And during this time, these trespassing morons gets very activated. These MS-13 type gangsters who will trespass into my rooftop terrace. Yep, all these are terrorists. If they are not seen with me, or I'm not seen with them, then you can easily call them all MS-13 gangsters, the Rapist Association of Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. The Rapist Association. The Thugs, Devils, Grand Larceny Association, they are trespassing into my rooftop. If you don't see me around, you have to see me, because whenever I'll come around or I'm seen, these devils will vanish. Yep, they will vanish. They can keep raising their arms to indicate to the devils over here that yep, we are there. We have done the metaphor raping game, and whatnot bullshit they follow, crap they follow. These people are only good for BS. Okay, so these people are BS and they're good for BS around here, because they cannot face the original personality as just Rana, Surendrajit Singh Rana, because they have been doing dacoity on Surendrajit Singh Rana. They are beggars. Around here, it's called a beggar association. Don't call it a Galaxy Enclave association. Call it a pure beggar association. Thugs, beggars, and grand larceny people who know this stuff belongs to Surendrajit Singh Rana, but they have taken people hostage, threatened them with the right political wing party of India blessing them all the time. So these kind of gentry, these kind of people you face when you visit Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, or visitors or people from here are taken to some hotel, somewhere in the hotel or motel or somewhere to rape a female. I'm giving you all what is going around here, the monkey business of India. I am giving you all the tidbits. From here, the monkeys, the devils, the pure rapists will be picked in a vehicle and will be taken to a hotel or motel reserved for raping a female. And they will say, oh, we don't know what Surendrajit Singh Rana is, but we are the one who are the real rapists. He is a saint. He's a saint. Why you want to meet him? Meet the real rapist. We know how to rape females. So they enter in their hotels, in their motels, and it is this monkey business of India, deep state terrorism of India, the terrorist of India, has been going on since 2023 openly, shamelessly. So that's why I call deep state terrorism. It's all around me, folks. Whenever you see these tramps, these trash people, these monkeys around, these monkeys are good for monkey business only. They are the agents from all the lowest level to the highest level reporting to India government. So this is how the monkey business of India has become world popular now. With 0-0 Olympics, France gold medal. 0 performance, 0 action, 0 stamina, 0 strength. The monkey business of India. But in bedroom, washroom and the monkeys around here, all these monkeys and junkies are good for making fool of people. I have no idea what these people do, but they are all having close association to MS-13 type gangsters. I don't want to blame exactly the person over here. I just want to make the disclaimer because I don't know that person and that person has not talked to me. But I'm saying this is going around over here. My idea baseline is that these things are going around here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India since 2023. So be very aware, be warned. Don't get fooled by these people. Whenever you come here, visit these. First, the monkeys will greet you, will grab you, will lure you. Then the real terrorists, the rapist terrorists will come in the second or third line meeting. They will come and they show their black face. That, oh, we have black karma, we have malefic karma, or like black karma, like a black hole. And these people will appear. They are real devils, MS-13 type gangsters. Be very careful. Because if you want to meet sjsrana, Sundar Singh Rana, the only way is that you have to perhaps come here, park the car and be inside the car, and when I'm there, or honk one or two times, if I'm there, if I get time, then try to be out of the car to greet me, just like say high five or something like that. Don't just keep fooling around like monkeys, that you park the car and run and rush somewhere else in the nearby residence for MS-13 gangsters or some devils or some rapists. Then I'm not going to be visiting you folks, because then I sense that you have done it deliberately, parking car here, just like this car. You see this car coming over here? That's what I say. These people are the members of MS-13 mostly type gangsters. This car, this residence is somewhere else. They will but park car over here. They will park the car over here and run away. So that runaway part is the alert that there is something fishy going around. A person who is sitting in the car who wants to meet me may have parked a front in my gate, but that person will be sitting. And when I come, they will be saying some hi or greetings, and they greet me, and then they say, okay, I want to meet you. I want to meet the true saints of India. But they want to meet rapists. Why they have to meet the saints? They want to meet rapists. Females want to get raped. Many females are interested in getting raped in India, I tell you folks. And this is not that something I'm saying out of blues, but this is what is going on over here. If you see 2023 onwards, how many females have raped and how many females are reported to the courts. So what does that imply? That females want to get raped. They book a hotel, they book a motel, and the rapist from Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, will come and rape them. And they become very happy. They say, wow, we have best time of our life. If they are not reporting to the courts. So that's what I'm telling you. These don't fall to trap. There are a lot of prostitution business going around over here. So the prostitutes will always be happy to get raped because they get money for it. They get international visa. They get car, cash, property, car, vehicle. Many of times they get house also. If they are a good prostitute, then they get house property over here as a female. So prostitution center is known world popular over here, Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, since 2023. I'm not saying watch them for 1 or 2 days. No, I'm saying go back in their history. Go back since 2023. Watch every day, watch every movie or CCTV they give you, that what monkey business was going in Galaxy Enclave since 2023. Then you will say, yeah, it's a prostitution center, it's for prostitutes, it's for rapists, professional rapists, monkey business, grand larceny people, dacoits, trespassing people who have been trespassing into sjsrana, Sundar Singh Rana house, residence, while he was out or he was eating some food somewhere. I give you one big example of my spiritual sense which told me August 14, 2024. Big time someone trespassed into my house, and I don't know what that is. Spiritual sense telling me some big malefic deed was done by the gangster MS-13 type gangsters. Perhaps by deep state terrorism of India. If there's no case, no case liable, no case visible, court case, then perhaps it's deep state. On August 14, 2024, and these trespassing morons, I call them, of India, are like every 8 out of 10 India population can do it. They can trespass. That's why you see these people around doing this monkey business. Okay folks, since this whole video is dedicated to Diddy Combs sex trafficking ring and the females abuses, it was very important that I bring the chain from my last video, which was released on May 10th. I shared with you some of my personal glimpses of life, the tragic events, or you can call it the trauma I've gone through since I landed in India in 2010 from North America. So this is one of the case of my ex-wife. You can see over here. This case is of dowry, which is a fake fabricated case proven in court. You can see over here the details. I have shared with you in the last video that how I had to go through this trauma, rigmarole of court procedure, and sort of 4 years of my life were wasted by fighting this fake fabricated case just because that female, that ex-wife of mine, claimed that I had taken dowry. I have demanded dowry from her, and I have taken dowry. And when it comes to court listens to female first, and then a lot of corruption behind the scene goes to with the prosecutors or whatnot. And it was very surprising that this case, you can see, was launched on 2015. That is after 3 years of separation, no communication, and after 12 years of marriage. Yep, can you imagine this case even landed in court? How could the court even entertain this such nonsense cases or such nincompoop cases, which was quite surprising. Anyways, so you can see the 9 yards over here. I'm going to detail some of the judgment. You can see how the case is being clarified, that this dowry case doesn't make any sense because zero item of proof have been given by prosecutors. Even the witness or even the lady, which is Taranjit Kaur Bindra, daughter of Amarjit Singh Bindra, residence Jaipur, have not given any evidence, have not given any proof that okay, we have given this article, gold, jewelry, or some video, some snaps, or some transaction details of the bank, that they have given this loan or this amount, to this Surendrajit Singh Rana during the marriage lifetime. So you can see how the ladies in India are misusing the 498A or 498 IPC law. So I'm just giving that glimpse in my life that I've gone through this 4 years of trauma or rigmarole and fighting this useless, nincompoop, and totally baseless, fraudulent case by these fraudulent ladies. So they all teamed up. There were two ladies involved in this case, and the other case I will give you next. There are two ladies, both of them my ex-wife, and the other person, the lady who I just had some relationship for just maybe like 10-12 days, and then we parted off because I could see and there is no scope in future because she has a different mindset altogether. She also realized that, and she went her own ways. I went my own way. There was no communication. There was no grudges at that time. But after 3 and 4 months, she leveled a fake case, fabricated case, same in Mohali court, together with the other lady, which is my ex-wife. So all these details I'm giving you so that you can search, download a copy, and do a research how India laws are being misused by fraudulent ladies or these gangster type, MS-13 type gangster lady who get involved in some gangsters, and then they say, okay, let's file a fake fabricated case on the innocent saint husband, and because they are a member of some gangster. Maybe right-wing political party, it's not ruled out. Maybe a deep state agenda. I will say deep state agenda also of India. Why? Because it took 4 years for court to acquit me, despite knowing there was no evidence on file right from day one. On the file, there was no evidence right from day one when this case was filed on the court. I'm talking about this case of Taranjit Kaur Bindra, daughter of Amarjit Singh Bindra, resident Jaipur. So the other case, as you can see over here, I gave you details of Kamalpreet Kaur. They say over here daughter of Surjit Singh. So I told you she has two fathers. So one is the adopted father and the other one is real father, but I don't know who she's following. So over here, the daughter of Surjit Singh, which is Kamalpreet Kaur of Jalandhar, Green Avenue. The locality is Green Avenue. She also leveled a complete fake fabricated case, getting the heat of MS-13 type gangsters. And you can see the judgment over here, what the judge has to say in the end, that this is completely fake fabricated case, doesn't even have item of proof. She also proved over here, tried to prove that, okay, I had some unnatural sex. Okay, then the judge said after 4 months you have to report that you had unnatural sex. You couldn't report the other day because then you will have to visit the hospital and you must be immediately reporting, because most of the time when there are cases, genuine cases in India, where the married females are forced with unnatural sex and they bleed profusely and they visit hospital within 24 hours. If they don't visit hospital, they are going to die, and many females of India are dying. So I'm not saying there are no cases, there are very genuine cases, but if females start misusing that MS-13 type gangsters, then what do you call? Don't you call it state-sponsored terrorism or deep state terrorism or a terrorism of a person which is intrinsic? It becomes extrinsic after some time. So over here I'm laying that foundation that what is intrinsic, you can call terrorism. And so she started putting all this baseless, useless case on me, allegations. Then the court later realized that Kamalpreet Kaur of Jalandhar, daughter of Surjit Singh, Kamalpreet Kaur, daughter of Surjit Singh, Jalandhar, had accused of unnatural sex, whereas she is herself having sex with other people. Because in her two swabs, vaginal swabs, what they call, they have taken for this Kamalpreet Kaur, they found that she was having sperm, so spermatozoa. in her private parts. That is after 3 or 4 or 5 months after separation. So the court asked this lady that, did you even meet ever after you departed or you left your own ways? She says no. She gave witness to the stand to the court that no, we never met. Then they asked, then how come you are having sperms in your private parts? That's why I'm very precarious with the India ladies, females. I don't even interact with them. I am living a life of celibacy for last 7 8 years. So that's my personal life. I'm telling you, I'm living a life of celibacy. Yep, it's no sex, no drugs, no alcohol, no boozing, ever since in my life. But last 8 years, yep, it's a life of no sex, only meditation, spiritual practice, no boozing, no liquor, nothing. I've never taken liquor in my life. I've never taken any sort of drugs in my life, which are intoxicants. So this is the life of celibacy or monk. I'm living like a saint, and I don't want to get involved into India females, because there is a very high level of risk. Unless you are a dacoit, unless you are a dreaded terrorist, or you are a predator, pervert, rapist, then you go for India females, because it becomes very easy for that person to basically befool the females and the female family, and they can do all sort of dacoity. They can do all sort of speaking lies. The problem is the saint or saintly people, or people who have the power of living celibacy life, don't do such activities. They can't speak lies. They don't know how to speak lie, and they all got caught in this web of lies, deceit, deception. So you have to be very careful choosing India ladies, India females for relationship. Now I'm saying only for 8 out of 10 India females. Okay, every time apply this fundamental logic. It's not for all the females. It's only 8 out of 10 India females are downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against sjsrana, Surendrajit Singh Rana. So when the judge asked this lady Kamalpreet Kaur, daughter of Surjit Singh, resident of Jalandhar, Green Avenue locality, that how come you are having sperms in your private parts, in your private parts, once this is after 4 or 5 months of separation with Surendrajit Singh Rana. So there has been no communication, nothing with you, no touching, nothing for last 4 and 5 months. Then how come you are having deposit of these spermatozoa? How come in your private parts? Then she had no answer. That obviously proved to the court that she is having intimate relationship with other males also. Only males will deposit sperms, not females. So it was proved in the court that she is habitual person having all sort of sexual activity with other males. Perhaps many males, who knows? But the sperms proved it that she had physical activities with other males. So, folks, these kind of ladies, you have to be very careful in the world, that they will implicate you. They will run with MS-13 type gangsters, and they will ruin your life. That's why